Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
Cowboys up by a touchdown as we welcome you to Visa Halftime. Kurt Menefee along with Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. Time to get caught up on the other late games here in Week 6.
All right, Bears at the Falcons. Jacob, good pass protection. Going to the right-hand side, finding Josh Morgan on the crossing route. 3-yard touchdown, 10-3 Bears on top of the Falcons. Washington at Arizona. Carson Palmer, welcome back after missing 3 games with a nerve issue. Back, beautiful throw down the field. Michael Floyd there with a good leaping catch. 20-yard touchdown pass, 7-0 Arizona. And then Kirk Cousins to Deshaun Jackson. Quick post, down 10 yards, cut for the middle of the football field. Ball's on the line. There it is, 64-yard touchdown reception, 10-7 now. Washington on top of Arizona. Chargers at the Raiders. Tony Sparano's first game as interim head coach of the Raiders. There it is, Rivers back inside. I've said it all day long. Quick slant, crossing route, Michael Floyd, 5-yard touchdown, 14-7 Chargers. Then the rookie, Derek Carr out of Fresno State, finding James Jones, 6-yard touchdown. Good football game, Chargers and the Raiders. Hey, Howie, we're all tied up, the Raiders, 14 apiece. You can't stop the Raiders.
Green Bay won on a last, 3 seconds left. Touchdown, Aaron Rodgers to Andrew Corliss. Tom Brady and the Patriots keep on winning. First tie of the season, Carolina and Cincinnati even at 37. Detroit goes to 4-2 on the season. Cleveland rolls past the Steelers easily by 21. Denver hangs on and wins at the Jets. 3 more touchdowns for Peyton Manning in that one. Baltimore got 5 touchdown passes in the first half from Joe Flacco to win. And Tennessee squeaks past Jacksonville. Dallas and Seattle, Jimmy.
Kurt, I really like Scott Linehan's approach to this ball game, as far as his game plan. In the past, they have been run heavy with DeMarco Murray. In this ball game, they've opened it up like San Diego did earlier on this year. And when they beat Seattle, he opens it up. Dunbar out of the backfield for the little checkdowns. Time of possession, they have doubled Seattle's time of possession, just like San Diego did.
And tripled them in yards. This Dallas defense has been amazing. Seattle only 83 yards in the first half. Meanwhile, the Dallas offense got a couple of touchdowns, including the go-ahead from Tony Romo to Jason Witten. They lead at 17-10 at halftime. Some of you more highlights after this. Pay online with Visa Checkout in just a few clicks. Then get back to the game. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Sign up now at VisaCheckout.com.
2 teams that know each other extremely well. Let's talk about momentum. The suspense of this postseason continues. Wow! Are you kidding me? The Giants are in a great spot.
Game day. Yeah, you can sit on your couch and watch, or you could experience the sights, sounds, emotions, and electricity of Cincinnati Bengals football in person. Cincinnati, let's roar.
Remember the invite? Remember to make reservations?
Absolutely.
Remember the tickets? Remember where we parked?
Absolutely.
Generously appointed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid with leading-edge connectivity. Unforgettable. Lease the 2014 ES 350 for $349 a month for 27 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Oh, wait.
Have fun every 5 minutes with Kentucky's Keno.
Football fans like meat on their pizza. Clearly, I'm a football fan.
Up your game with the new Ultimate Meat Pizza. A large for $12. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for just $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
Better football.
Papa John's.
Life is easy here in Louisville. Here, you can get into the home of your dreams easily with a no down payment home mortgage. So there's no money down and no mortgage insurance. You can apply easily in person or online, wherever, whenever. We're Republic Bank, and it's just easier here.
This guy roamed the earth over 65 million years ago.
Laker van.
Yeah, we need to sell it.
Hi. Need an appraisal?
Yeah, we do.
When selling your car, start with a written offer. No strings attached. CarMax. Start here.
The sights, the thrills, the experience. Vegas is waiting. Are you playing? The Las Vegas Game Show Experience scratch-off ticket is back from the Kentucky Lottery. Win up to $40,000 instantly or enter the Second Chance Vegas Trip drawing. Trip winners will play the Las Vegas Game Show Experience stage game based on 6 famous game shows and play for a chance to win up to $1 million. The Las Vegas Game Show Experience from the Kentucky Lottery. Play today.
In Washington, Allison Grimes would help Obama. She's done it for years in Kentucky. Grimes backed Obama's re-election, even after Obamacare threatened jobs and our Medicare. She helped nominate Obama, even after he vowed to bankrupt coal plants. Grimes endorsed Obama's party platform, his war on coal, Obamacare, everything in between. On the issues that count, Allison Grimes works for Obama, not Kentucky. Crossroads GPS is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We know what's important when you shop for a used car or truck. It has to be reliable. Our cars are hand-selected, thoroughly inspected, and backed by a warranty. It has to be desirable. We detail our cars inside and out, under the hood, even underneath. And most important, the price. At Swope Toyota, we boldly price our cars every day on our website and invite you to compare against NADA guides or any other dealer. Plus 2 years of maintenance, no charge. Swope, the only name you need for everything automotive. We know what's important when you shop for a used car or SUV. It has to be reliable. Our cars are hand-selected, thoroughly inspected, and backed by a warranty. It has to be desirable. We detail our cars inside and out, under the hood, even underneath. And most important, the price. At Swope Nissan, we boldly price our cars every day on our website and invite you to compare against NADA guide or any other dealer. Plus 2 years of maintenance, no charge. Swope, the only name you need for everything automotive.
Over Miami, Patriots at the Bills, new owners Terry and Kim Pagula. How you doing? Welcome to the NFL, folks. Fourth quarter, Brady. 4 touchdown passes on the day. One of them to this young man out of LSU, Brandon LaFell. 56-yard touchdown, 37-22. Buffalo loses to the New England Patriots. Panthers at the Bengals. Last play of the game. We're tied at 37-all. Mike Nugent, can you nail the 36-yarder? Nope. Wide to the right. 37-37, Carolina and Cincinnati end in overtime. And the Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland. Brian Hoyer, open right, then set up. Cameron down the middle, Jordan Cameron. 51-yard reception, that's a post route behind the safety. It is 31-10. Wow, Cleveland all over the Steelers, Broncos, and at the Jets. Peyton Manning to Julius Thomas. 22-yard touchdown, Manning on the day, 3 touchdown passes, then Geno Smith. Picked off by Aqib Talib. There it is. Great job by Talib coming inside. 22 yards for the touchdown. 31-17. Denver all over the Jets. Ravens at the Buccaneers. What a great day for Joe Flacco. 4 touchdown passes in the first quarter. 5 on the day. The 5th one right here as he looks and he finds Steve Smith down the left sideline. 56-yard touchdown reception. 48-17. It is Baltimore all over the Tampa Bay Bucks.
He had 5 touchdown passes in the first half.
Yeah.
You ever do that in the game?
No, I did have 5 in a game.
Good.
Once, just once.
And that's why
and
you're
I'm
a Hall
proud
of
of
Famer.
it. Yes.
Second half of your game next.
Wow! Are you kidding me? Unbelievable!
You or Mitch? After 30 years, who's doing better? Mitch has voted himself 6 pay raises, enjoyed over $200,000 worth of special interest perks and travel, and raised himself over $70 million. And here at home, incomes are down 9%. Kentucky has fallen to 44th in jobs and lost over 43,000 manufacturing jobs. Sure seems Mitch has Washington working for him and not us. The Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Yes, nice hit. Seriously, Dish is awesome. Now we can watch live college football anywhere.
I know. It's like we're back in college.
I wish. College? I can go back to college?
Yeah, every game day with Dish.
I'm in. I think that's Heath Schuler.
Did someone say college?
The multi-sport pack featuring NFL Red Zone from NFL Network is now included in our best packages. Get the most football anywhere with Dish. Call and sign up today.
You're in college, you're thinking, what am I going to do after college? And then you realize, oh, I have a job at UPS. Who knows? UPS could be my future.
A lot of part-time jobs, you're having to work at their schedule. This is only 5 days a week. I'm home on the weekends. I spend time with my family.
I've been studying business management. UPS pays for me to go to school and gives me the hours that I need to get my studying done.
Kentucky Lottery. Fueling imagination, funding education.
I'm Allison Lundergan Grimes, and I approve this message.
I worked for General and Continental Tire for 38 years. Then they moved all the jobs to Mexico and Brazil. Over 1,000 of us lost our jobs. A lot of families were hurt. But we got no help at all from Mitch McConnell. Just sent us a form letter. Mitch voted 3 times for tax loopholes that make it easy to ship jobs overseas. Why should we lose our jobs and Mitch McConnell keep his?
Game day. It's time to come together as one to cheer on your Cincinnati Bengals. It's an experience like no other. The beautiful roar of tens of thousands of Bengals fans on their feet and turning it up. Yeah, you can sit on your couch and watch, or you could experience the sights, sounds, emotions, and electricity of Cincinnati Bengals football in person. Cincinnati, let's roar.
So this is what you guys do at halftime?
Pretty much, yeah.
Not bad. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
To America's Game of the Week, the Dallas Cowboys on the road in front 17-10. Today's excitement brought to you by Nissan. We talked so much about the run game, but that certainly has aided Tony Romo in the passing game.
No, they've been very efficient. You know, they've run the ball well when they have thrown it. Romo's completed some big passes. Tremendous balance offensively from what we saw there in the first half for Dallas.
234 yards of offense for the Cowboys, only 81 yards of offense for Seattle. And many of you who joined us late, bear in mind the only Seahawks touchdown in this game came on a blocked punt by Doug Baldwin, which was then picked up by Mike Morgan, who ran it 25 yards into the end zone.
I think Seattle's got to feel pretty fortunate that they're just down 7 points here to start this second half, because they have not played well on either side of the ball.
Very quiet opening half for Marshawn Lynch. He only had 2 carries in the entire first half for a total of 8 yards. Harris from the 1-yard line. And a good return up to the 27. Let's check in downstairs with Carissa Thompson.
Well, Jason Garrett, a happy man running into the locker room. Of course, that second quarter, I asked him how he was able to get so much stuff underneath. He said Seattle continues to play that single high safety over the top, so those checkdowns were wide open. The score for him, though, is 0-0. On the other side, Pete Carroll, I asked about his team's energy. He said it's hard to have energy if we're not on the field. Of course, not even picking up a first down in the second quarter. Good news for them, though, you guys. They get Bobby Wagner back.
That's real good news. First down, Murray. And that'll be a gain of 7 to begin the second half.
Well, we've seen repeatedly now the Cowboys, when they run the ball and try to get outside, they do a good job here. As you see, Ron Leary, the left guard, Zach Martin, they come out, and then there's nobody there on the edge. And it creates a nice running lane for DeMarco Murray. A lot of success, again, running the ball on first down.
Murray again, and very close to a first down. Again, we get back to the only team that's able to beat the Seahawks so far this year. And that was San Diego when they held the ball for 42 minutes, and Dallas is on that kind of pace right now.
Well, yeah, and Dallas was outstanding converting on third down. As you see, 9 opportunities, 7 times they converted. They weren't all third and short like they're facing here. Some of those were third and long, and yet they still picked them up.
Especially that big 3rd and 14 on the go-ahead touchdown drive. 3rd and inches, and they'll move the chains again, giving it to Murray.
Well, this is a big possession for this Seattle defense. The way that they were dominated there in the first half, down by 7. Dallas opens up the second half here with the ball. They need to make a statement and make a stop and get off the field and give the ball back to their offense.
Up. Coming down from a safety spot is Chancellor to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. We told you Seattle, the #1 rush defense in the NFL, allowing 62 yards on average per game. And the Cowboys already up over 100. Dez Bryant looking for a penalty, and he'll get it. It looked like Sherman tried to pull him from behind.
There was definitely a grab at this one. The previous penalty.
25 defense. First down, spot of the foul.
The previous penalty on Richard Sherman, didn't think there was a call, but this one had his hands on his back. Looked like there was even a pull of the jersey as Dez Bryant was trying to work back to the football. That's a good matchup between those two guys.
A 13-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Murray on the sweep. Runs into Bobby Wagner.
Well, you just look at what Dallas is doing. That time you got Dwayne Harris, wide receiver. He's out there making key blocks. And so the toughness of this football team certainly increased. When you start running the football and you're physical in your play, that permeates within the entire team. It's been interesting to see them dominate this game the way they have.
Ooh, spot on there. Play action, Romo in trouble, and all the way back to the 45-yard line. That's the first major negative play on offense in this game for Dallas.
Yeah, we've seen Romo at times have to move around within the pocket, so he does on this play. This one, he just kind of loses his footing more than anything when he's trying to cut back into the pocket to try to make a play. We'll see. We'll see if Seattle can make a stop here on 3rd and 17.
Well, remember, they couldn't stop him 3rd and 14 on that drive just prior to the first half. Murray on the screen. Boy, he got dangerously close for Seahawk fans for that first down coming up. It appears 3 yards short.
The guy who's playing a nice game today is Ronald Leary, their left guard. A number of times we've seen him out leading the ball carrier in the run game. This time he leads the way within the screen game. He's done a heck of a job. He's sandwiched between those 2 first-round picks, Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick, and did a nice job last week as well against J.J. Watt at times. But Seattle at least forces a punt.
Last time Dallas punted, it was blocked. Now Jones, very short, and a fair catch at the 10. Dallas leads by 7. Russell Wilson gets the ball for the first time in his second stanza.
It's true, all airline employees have attitudes. Ours just have the good kind. There's a reason flying with Southwest feels different. We put people at the heart of everything we do. Always have, always will.
We're gonna be late.
Oh, are we early?
Commute your way with the bold Nissan Rogue. Nissan, innovation that excites.
I'm not afraid of John Wick.
You should be.
Jonathan. Evening, John.
Hey, John.
People keep asking if I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
John Wick, rated R, October 24th.
Right now at Burger King, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49. No, wait, is that really right?
Yep, it says it right there. $1.49, 10 nuggets, limited time only.
All right. They're crispy and golden on the outside, made with premium white meat on the inside. Get more your way, only at Burger King.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Without a heart, it's just a machine. By Nissan, innovation that excites. By Corona, who invites you to find your beach. And by Burger King. For a limited time, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49.
Day after tomorrow, the EMP Museum here in Seattle will open the We Are 12, the Seahawks on the road to victory. We're very excited about that here in Seattle. And they're hoping this offense can get something, anything going to begin this third quarter. I mean, the 2 big weapons along with the quarterback Willson, of course, are Marshawn Lynch and Percy Harvin. Very quiet, 6 total yards.
What you got?
Back-to-back carries for Lynch and a first down and more. All the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, they finally get an opening for Marshawn Lynch. He does a heck of a job, one, breaking the tackle, and then he's one-on-one on the safety, and that's some of the elusiveness that I talked about. J.J. Wilcox with a chance to try to make a tackle. He makes him miss. Gets more out of that run, but finally a break up front for that offensive line.
Their first down since there was 12 minutes left in the first quarter. Turbin in for Lynch, carries up to midfield.
Well, last week when Dallas had Houston down and they needed to get back into that ball game, they started handing it off to Arian Foster, and he ended up with a heck of a day. Had over 150 yards rushing, and they hadn't been able to get anything going. But if Seattle is able to convert on some of these third downs and wear the defense down with Marshawn Lynch, some things will start to break. And that's been an area defensively where the Cowboys have been vulnerable this year.
That's Harvin in the backfield next to Willson. Spins out of a tackle, but able to stay with it and drag him down was Tyrone Crawford. It has really been a very quiet year for Harvin. We mentioned last week. He scored 3 touchdowns, all of them called back on penalties. But Harmon coming into this game only had 133 receiving yards so far this season. The only big play he's had was that 52-yard run against San Diego when it should have been overturned when he stepped out of bounds. Blitz coming. Batted into the air and incomplete. So the Seahawks will punt it away.
Well, Henry Melton is able to get a hand on it. The Cowboys, what they like to do, Rod Marinelli, they'll show pressure. Sometimes they drop out. This time they show up, but they bring it off the edge, and then they drop off with the zone blitz the opposite way. And he's not the one who gets a hand on it. Henry Melton comes right up the middle. He's able to deflect that pass. And another great job on 3rd down by Dallas getting off the field.
Ryan has been so good pinning teams inside the 20. And the ball is loose after the fair catch was called for by Harris.
It looked like Harris may have gotten back on it, but at the bottom of this pile, a lot of things are taking place, and it's just who comes out with it. Yeah, Pierre Lewis, he has it right there in his hand, right here.
And it is Seattle football. Second big special teams play. And both of them have been turned in by the Seahawks.
How about that? Dwayne Harris is going to just fair catch the punt, unable to secure it. And an offense for Seattle that just really has not been able to do anything is set up with great field position.
Kevin Pierre-Louis recovered the fumble.
The officials, they were looking around there in the pile to see where the ball was. Pierre Lewis saying, hey, I got it.
So now a break for the Seahawks. Can they take advantage? Garvin inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
We were talking about Harvin a little bit earlier. He attracts a lot of attention. You know, they put him in the backfield. They try to come up with some creative ways to get him the ball. He's an explosive guy, but they've got a lot of guys that can really run and get down the field. But, you know, none of them have really caught a lot of passes, or at least a lot of yards with the passes they've caught.
Willson. Into the end zone.
Russell Wilson's going to be reading Jeremy Mincey, the end-of-the-line guy, and then Luke Willson is going to provide the key block. As soon as he collapses, that tells Willson he can keep the ball, and then it's just a matter of whether or not he can get on the edge. But Luke Willson on a good block on Justin Durant. That's a great job by Seattle with excellent field position, being able to capitalize to tie this game up.
You talk about offense, you talk about defense. Frequently you overlook special teams. And right now, special teams, the only reason Seattle's in this game. After the muff punt, Willson making a play. We're knotted at 17.
Nissan Rogue with Safety Shield technologies. The only thing left to fear is your imagination. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Fury.
It's a 30-ton killing machine.
I love it in here.
Fury, rated R.
Okay, Google. What's a double fisherman's knot?
The double and triple fisherman's knot are used in arboriculture.
She got it right, man.
Yeah, see?
Okay, Google. How do we get to Silver Falls?
Getting directions to Silver Falls.
Okay, Google. What time sunset?
The sun will set at 8:08 p.m.
Wow.
Back by popular demand, Outback Steak and Lobster starting at $14.99. For a limited time, we're searing up America's boldest steaks with classic steamed lobster or Old Bay butter lobster on the barbie. Steak and lobster starting at just $14.99. That's no rules, just right.
Mulaney is all new tonight after Family Guy on Fox.
Russell Wilson finding the end zone for the second time, second straight week, in fact. Seahawks have blocked a punt that went for a touchdown, and then a bump punt on the return by Harris, leading to a second score. Harris with a hand on the football, and he's tackled at the 18-yard line. Willson and the Seahawks needing something to get excited about. It looked like they were having that drive come to an end, but took advantage of the Harris muff.
Nissan Rogue with Safety Shield technologies. The only thing left to fear is your imagination. Nissan, innovation that excites.
I love human women, so I use Old Spice to smell like a real human man. Is this seat taken?
It is now.
Welcome to the new Cricket Wireless. Just how big is our 4G LTE network? Bigger than T-Mobile, Sprint, and Metro PCS. Plans start at just $35 a month after $5 auto-pay credit. Cricket, something to smile about.
I have big news. Bacon and cheese have been stuffed in a crust.
Pizza Hut's new bacon and cheese stuffed crust with hardwood smoked bacon and a blend of 3 cheeses. For a limited time, get a large one topping for just $11.99 when you order online. Order now at pizzahut.com.
In 2 days, X-Men Unite.
This is gonna be fun.
X-Men Days of Future Past, Tuesday.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
The good, the evil, the beginning. Gotham all new tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
Crowd back in it. We're tied at 17, 6:13 to play in the third quarter. Cowboys with a first down. They hand it off to DeMarco Murray. He's dropped for a 2-yard loss by K.J. Wright.
You know, Seattle really doesn't change what they're doing defensively, regardless of who's on the field or not on the field. And, of course, Byron Maxwell went down. But they're still asking these corners to play one-on-one on the outside. Now, Richard Sherman, we have seen him flop sides, but he has not always gone with Dez Bryant. However, he did on the first down play, and he's on him once again here on second down. We'll see if he continues to shadow Bryant.
Blitz coming. Murray wrapped up by Sherman. It's up to the 22-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Cowboys.
That's a great job by Richard Sherman as a cover corner to come up and make a play. And he absorbed a big part of that blow. But as one of the elite corners in this league that covers people, to come up and take him on like he just did, that's impressive.
Oh, the snap is mishandled, and it looks like Hill is at the bottom of the pile with the ball, but we wait. Shoving to the right. Possession to the left.
Well, Tony Romo was trying to signal out to the receivers, wanting to change the route. And Travis Frederick snapped the ball, and he wasn't ready.
And it was Hill who comes away with the football.
You know, you see, I talked earlier that there were going to be a variety of silent snaps now, or silent counts. Now, earlier,
it looks like some punching going on at the bottom of that pile.
Well, Tony Romo, he gives Frederick the foot. I think Travis Frederick thought that meant then that he was ready to have the ball snapped. Romo then tries to signal out to the receivers to change the route they were on. And just a miscommunication of what they were doing.
Recovery by Seattle, first down.
Another costly mistake by this Cowboys team. Take a look at what happened here, Tom, and he gave the foot there, and then Frederick put his head back down, and as he's trying to signal out to the receivers, the ball snapped.
Harris can't handle a punt after the Cowboys defense had stopped the Seahawks on their first possession of this second half. It led to a touchdown, and now this.
Yeah, you see him raise his foot there, and that's where the confusion came in with Travis Frederick and Jordan Hill and Tony Romo fighting for the ball. That's Romo's gonna have a hard time getting it away from him.
So when you're on the road, walk us through. We see it every quarterback in the league pick their foot up. When you do it the first time, it's saying to your center what?
Well, sometimes it means, hey, I'm ready for the ball. They'll count. They'll snap it maybe on the second, you know, they'll go 1001, 1002, snap the ball. Sometimes they give a foot. It's a dummy signal. They come back, they're going to lift the leg twice. That's why they change it up so that the defense doesn't get a beat on always knowing when the ball is going to be snapped. That was just a miscommunication between quarterback and center.
Willson nearly intercepted by Wilbur. Wilson's only thrown one interception all year long, and lucky that wasn't number 2.
Yeah, Kyle Wilbur was in a great position to make a play on this ball. Anthony Spencer applies the pressure. Wilson trying to get the ball out to avoid the sack. Almost costly because there was nobody in front of Kyle Wilbur. This would be big if Dallas is able to stop Seattle here to just 3 points.
And another penalty against the Seattle offensive lineman.
All-star, number 76, offense. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Okun had 3 of the 7 penalties against the Seattle offensive line Monday night in D.C. Still trying to come all the way back from surgery on his toe.
Yeah, he is not back 100%, but whether he's physically at full strength or not, those pre-snap penalties are unacceptable.
Third and 8 becomes 3rd and 13. And that is Ricardo Lockett to the 15-yard line, but that's short of the first down. And out comes Stephen Hauschka for a field goal try to snap this 17-all tie. And Jason Garrett very excited about his defensive stand there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the best that Dallas could have hoped for. Giving the ball to Seattle where they did to come out of this possession just giving up 3 points. That's an outstanding job by this defense.
33-yard field goal try. Seattle back in front. Miscommunication between quarterback and center leads to a Dallas turnover. And the Seahawks have the lead.
Pizza Maker. Playmaker.
Check out my Ultimate Meats Pizza.
Looks great.
5 meats working together.
I love it.
A team of ingredients.
You trying to make a football joke?
Yeah, funny?
Brutal, actually. Stick to pizza.
Pepperoni, salami, sausage, Canadian and hickory smoked bacon. Up your game with the new Ultimate Meats Pizza. A large for $12. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for just $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Better football.
Papa John's.
At T-Mobile, get 4 lines for just $100. With unlimited talk, text, and now up to 10 gigabytes of 4G LTE data. Want phones with that? Hook up everyone in the family with the Samsung Galaxy S5 for $0 down. Get 4 lines for $100 and the Samsung Galaxy S5 for $0 down. So make the switch to T-Mobile today. We'll even buy you out of your service contracts. Nissan Rogue with Safety Shield technologies. The only thing left to fear is your imagination. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Two teams that know each other extremely well. Let's talk about momentum.
The suspense of this postseason continues.
Wow! Are you kidding me?
The Giants are in a great spot. 20-17 with 3:20 to play here in the third quarter. Seattle taking advantage on special teams and then a rare Dallas turnover. Rare since the season opener. You were there for that one, Troy Aikman, when Cowboys turned it over 4 times, falling behind early and losing to the 49ers, their only loss of the year. And Harris unable for a second straight time to get it to the 20. We'll see if Dallas can regroup on offense.
I've always loved exploring and looking for something better. That's the way I look at life, especially now that I live with a higher risk of stroke due to AFib, a type of irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. I was taking warfarin, but I wondered if I kept digging, could I come up with something better? My doctor told me about Eliquis for 3 important reasons. 1, in a clinical trial, Eliquis was proven to reduce the risk of stroke better than warfarin. 2, Eliquis had less major bleeding than warfarin. And 3, unlike warfarin, there's no routine blood testing.
Don't stop taking Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to, as stopping increases your risk of having a stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for any bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
Those 3 important reasons are why Eliquis is a better find for me.
Ask your doctor today if Eliquis is right for you.
I got KFC's $5 fill-up, 3 delicious extra crispy tenders, big side of creamy mashed potatoes, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink. What'd you get?
A long sandwich.
No chips, no drink?
No, that would have been extra.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I have faced many enemies, even horsemen without heads. Let us release our own horsemen.
If you're not watching Sleepy Hollow, you're missing the most action-packed, outlandish, pulse-pounding thrill ride on network TV.
Get out of my car.
All new Sleepy Hollow, tomorrow at 9/8 Central on Fox.
25 years ago today, the Herschel Walker trade, engineered by Jimmy Johnson. Largest player trade in the history of the league. 18 players and draft picks. Herschel Walker to Minnesota. Emmitt Smith, Alvin Harper, Russell Maryland, all part of the draft picks that came the other way. That was the first season of ownership by Jerry Jones. He had fired legendary Tom Landry. Team had started the year 0-5. Here's first down, looking for Terrance Williams, and he's got it all the way to the 35-yard line. And he beat Marcus Burley. So the first big, long pass completion, and now a flag comes in late after.
After the catch, delay a game, number 83 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
You just kind of wondered when you looked at this as to when they were going to take a shot against Marcus Burley. We've seen Richard Sherman now in this second half go with Dez Bryant, and so Marcus Burley is on Terrance Williams, and he's a guy that has some speed. He has big play capability. A nice job there on a big game. I'm not so sure I like the call. It didn't seem like much of a spike to me or a delay of game, but that's what the call was.
All right, so it's spotted at the 39. A first down, Cowboys trailing by 3. Murray maybe back to the line of scrimmage. All right, Troy, I want to go back. You had just been drafted. You guys won, what, 1 game that first year. And all of a sudden you make that deal. Take us back to what it was like in the locker room. You had played 5 games already that season.
Well, Herschel was the only legitimate player we had on our team. That's why we were able to trade him and get what we got for him. I know Jerry and Jimmy have been arguing for the last 25 years as to whose idea that was to make the trade. Heck, I'll take credit for it if that's what it takes. But there's no question that that trade allowed us to go on and do what we were able to do in such a short period of time.
Winning 3 Super Bowls. There's so many of the core players coming out of that deal. They lay it off to Tyler Klutz. That's the first time he's touched the football as a receiver this year. And look who dropped into coverage. That's Michael Bennett.
He's a terrific player. He lines up all across the board and is just an outstanding football player for this team.
So now a big 3rd down for the Cowboys, who had a 17-10 lead, and that has vanished. Incomplete with an eye on Beasley.
Well, this time they're able to get the inside pressure on Romo. Right over Ron Leary is where they come. And they're able to get into the face of Romo so he can't step into that throw and deliver an accurate ball. Beasley trying to work the middle.
This is going to be a long field goal try, but if there's a guy that has a leg to do it, it is Dan Bailey.
Well, they're setting Seattle up with great field position. If he misses, one of the reasons they're going for it is their defense been so good.
Well, look at this guy. He is something. He is something. 56 yards. He had hit 30 a row until the end of regulation, wound up winning it last week, and ties it here in the 3rd quarter today.
What do you think these are? Chicken nuggets. How much would 10 of these cost from Burger King? $5. These are $1.49 for 10.
10 chicken nuggets for $1.49? Only at Burger King.
You look shocked.
They've waited their whole lives.
I've been cooking since I was 2.
Now they're going for the ultimate culinary prize.
If you won $100 grand, what's the first thing you would buy with it?
I'd go to Vegas.
Nice. MasterChef Junior, new season premieres Tuesday, November 4th on Fox.
Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth.
You need to tell me what your plan is to save the world.
We're not meant to save the world. We're meant to leave it.
I've got kids, Professor.
Get out there and save them.
I have no idea when you're coming back.
Look at me. I'm coming back.
Interstellar, rated PG-13, in theaters and IMAX November 7th.
Oh, so did you hear the new iPhone is out?
I'm getting one! Sprint is offering this exclusive new plan with unlimited data. The plan is only $50 a month.
$50?
Unlimited iPhone.
So should we eat?
The new Sprint Simply Unlimited plan, exclusively for iPhone 6. Unlimited data, talk, and text for just $50 a month. Switch to Sprint and we'll buy out your contract. It's the best value in wireless.
Fox tomorrow.
I told you never to come back here. There's a war coming. I can help you. Trust me.
Every legend has a beginning.
Everything my parents worked towards now falling into the hands of criminals.
Not everything.
Do you believe Gotham can be saved?
Gotham, followed by Sleepy Hollow. All new tomorrow on Fox.
Career-long 56-yarder from Dan Bailey, who today has become the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL. He needed one more field goal try to qualify, and he's perfect today.
What a great weapon when you got a guy that you have that kind of confidence to be able to make field goals from 50-plus yards. Takes a lot of pressure off an offense.
Percy Harvin's going to bring it out. And he is upended at the 15-yard line by Tyler Patman. We're tied at 20 in the third.
We're under attack from a supervillain, people.
You will be all right. Have a lollipop.
Sweet.
On November 7th.
We gotta catch that guy. But we're nerds.
We can be way more.
What do you say, buddy? Whee! Anybody else's suit riding up on him? Full thrust!
From the creators of Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph.
Let's do this!
Disney presents
Little better. Harry baby.
Big Hero 6, November 7th in 3D, rated PG.
Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to help entertain some friends at the beach. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. And 2% back at the grocery store. Even before he got 3% back on gas. All with no hoops to jump through. Raphael was inspired to use his Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card to spend a night watching the stars under the stars. That's the beauty of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
What's with all the running? Running here, running there, running into things, running out of things, making runs, running out of more things, making more runs, running to, running from, running around in circles. Sometimes you like running, but wouldn't it be nice if you didn't always have to? Introducing Target subscriptions. Free scheduled delivery of your favorite essentials. Now running out no longer requires running out.
I got KFC's $5 fill-up, 3 delicious extra crispy tenders, big side of creamy mashed potatoes, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink. What'd you get?
A long sandwich.
No chips, no drink?
No, that would have been extra.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is all new tonight after The Simpsons on Fox.
Annual screening saves lives. Help finish the fight against breast cancer by visiting NFL.com/pink to celebrate the NFL and American Cancer Society's first ever A Crucial Catch Day on October the 25th. We are tied for the third time today. On first down, Lynch stood up by Rolando McClain. That's the first time we've called his name today. What a story he has been for the Cowboys. Former #1 pick by the Oakland Raiders, spent 3 years there, was cut by Oakland, signed by Baltimore, decided to retire. Cowboys took a flyer, made a trade to get him. He's had a number of off-the-field incidents which led to some trouble for him, but appears to have everything in order now and playing solid football for the Cowboys.
He has played well, Tom, and they've needed him. You know, there was a huge void defensively when Sean Lee went down. He's filled in beautifully.
Fake it one way, come back the other way. And that did not fool Dallas. J.J. Wilcox with 11 seconds now remaining here in the third quarter and a third down for Seattle.
How about when we talked to Rod Marinelli yesterday, and he talked about J.J. Wilcox and the development of him from last year as a rookie to this season. He is a physical player.
That'll be the final play of the quarter. We're tied at 20. Fox NFL Sunday returns after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
Every legend I should have killed you. Has a beginning.
You believe Gotham can be saved?
Gotham, followed by Sleepy Hollow. All new tomorrow on Fox.
There's a Toyota RAV4 for this. There's a RAV4 for that. And there's a RAV4 that goes here. For everything you do, RAV4 is a perfect fit. It's the one vehicle that's there for you wherever you want to go. Now through November 3rd, get 0.9 financing on the last of the 2014 RAV4s. Or a $179 a month lease with no cost maintenance included. Find the Toyota that fits you right now. Toyota, let's go places.
This is huge news. Golden Corral is now serving all-you-could-eat breakfast at lunch and dinner. That's right, all your Golden Corral breakfast favorites are now available for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. We're talking non-stop stacks of fluffy pancakes, freshly carved glazed ham, all the homemade sausage you could ever want, sizzling thick hand-cut bacon, loaded signature omelets made to order and more. All this and our legendary endless buffet for one low price. It's breakfast at lunch and dinner 7 days a week, only at Golden Corral.
In 2008, Allison Grimes supported Barack Obama and his liberal platform.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
If somebody wants to build a coal-powered plant, they can. It's just that it will bankrupt them. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan.
And after all this, Grimes still supports Obama. Is there any doubt how she'd vote in Washington?
I'm Mitch McConnell, and I approve this message.
Go to KYLottery.com to find out how and where to play Keno.
Hard to believe when you look at those set of numbers, Troy Aikman, that this is a tie game.
Well, the difference has been special teams, you know, for Seattle to be able to stay in it. The Cowboys have got to feel good. They wanted to go into the fourth quarter with a chance to win. They're starting the fourth, tied up 20-all.
Third down and 8. Seattle just 2 of 7 on third down. 0 for their last 5. And they convert here. Finding Baldwin, who had the block punt, which led directly to a touchdown back in the opening quarter.
Well, Jermaine Kearse had a 53-yard reception there in the first half. Other than that completion, their longest pass play prior to this completion here to Baldwin was just 8 yards. So they've not been able to really drive the ball down the field, but that was a big-time conversion to keep this drive alive.
Delighted to have you with us on this late Sunday afternoon for many back in the East and Central time zones. And looking for the big home run ball here, and incomplete. Looking for a penalty flag, but not one thrown. And again, they were looking for Kearse, and that's Sterling Moore, who continues to get more and more valuable playing time for Dallas.
Well, they had a chance, and you see he goes up at a good play there at the end of that, knocking it loose by Sterling Moore. And Sterling Moore getting his opportunity to play more and more because of the injury to Mo Claiborne. And he started off playing a lot early in the season with the suspension of Orlando Scandrick. I know they like him, and he has stepped in and been a nice addition to this defense.
Willson able to get it away. Somehow, some way finds a way to avoid the sack.
We talked about how Dallas defensively has been able to keep from giving up big plays in this game, and even with Russell Wilson buying time in the pocket and keeping the play alive, there just really has not been anywhere for him to go with the football throughout this game.
And the Seahawks have basically abandoned the run game here in the second half. Now, they started the half behind by 7. But after getting the third down and long, they've thrown it on first and second down, and now 3rd and 10. And they'll use a timeout.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Time when truck guys can depend on great offers on the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Chevy Silverado. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. It's Truck Month. Trade up to this Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for a total value of $8,500. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Cancel my morning meetings.
How about a meeting with pizza?
Where's Orion's belt?
Light years from pizza.
Dom, how do I do karate?
I don't know karate, but I know pizza.
Jiu-jitsu?
Introducing voice ordering on the Domino's app, the newest way to order.
Dom, I'm gonna need a pizza.
I thought you'd never ask.
Tell Dom what you want, or ask for this $5.99 deal.
I'm on it.
Why do you want to shop at Walmart now for October's hottest items? Because you need to find happiness on rollback. In every aisle. Get thousands of items, now on rollback. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless, where what we say is what you pay. Like 5 lines for $100 a month. That's taxes and fees included. Switch now and get 5 for $100, all in. Cricket, something to smile about.
Primetime's wildest ride is back. Sleepy Hollow tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new roads. By Domino's. Oh, yes, we did. And by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Seattle, a 20-20 affair. With nearly an entire fourth quarter remaining, it's 3rd and 10 for the Seahawks from their own 30-yard line. Blitz coming. And Willson rolls out of it, throws down the field, and did they get the catch? It is a catch for a first down. There is a penalty flag right at the 40-yard line.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 92 defense. Penalties decline. First down.
Boy, this Russell Willson is just so smooth.
Here's the catch at the end of that play. Baldwin, he's able to secure it, but as you talked about, Russell Wilson, they bring the blitz off the edge. They're unable to get to Russell Wilson. He keeps the play alive, scrambles out. One of the things I've been impressed with watching Russell Wilson this year, he throws the ball with tremendous accuracy rolling out to his left. For 3. You know, this Cowboys defense, run defense through the first 5 weeks was giving up a lot of yards, as I said. And teams were running the ball on an average of over 5 yards a carry, second worst in the National Football League. But you take out Marshawn Lynch's run in this second half of 32 yards. They really just have not been able to get much on the ground against this group.
There you see 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2 outside of that big one. It's almost a version of the option. They just flip it to Brian Walters. And another 3rd down and long coming up. We check in with Kurt Menefee back in Los Angeles.
Raider rookie quarterback Derek Carr had 4 touchdown passes on the season coming into the game against San Diego. He's got that many today, 2 to Andre Holmes. And the Raiders trying to pull an upset, 28-24, looking for that first win of the season. Tom, Troy, and Carissa.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. Here we go again. Look at Seattle's average distance on 3rd down.
Well, it's hard to convert when you're looking at 3rd and long all day.
Drop back into coverage this time. Incomplete. Scandrick in coverage with Brian Walters. Seattle will punt.
Well, Orlando Scandrick there in the slot. And just good tight coverage. Really everywhere across the field, every defensive player was on their man, just like Scandrick was on that play.
Now Dwayne Harris, who had the muffed punt, which led to the touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Fair catch called for. Handled cleanly this time at the 11. Orlando Scandrick delivers the goods on a 3rd down stop, and the Cowboys have the ball.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome.
This is the new iPhone 6. And this is the new iPhone 6 Plus. They're the biggest iPhones ever made. They're huge. Yeah, but their size is just the beginning. Even though they're huge? Sure, but they could change the way you see the world. Oh, that is so huge. They could improve your health. Huge! They're the biggest, most powerful iPhones ever made. Huge. Stop it, please. Stop it. Thank you. Huge.
When we say the all-new Chrysler 200 is all new, we mean it. We used the latest tools and built a new state-of-the-art manufacturing plant. We gave it new smart technology. We challenged conventional thinking with a more intuitive design. And we set new expectations of what an American sedan can be. The all-new Chrysler 200, America's import.
What do you think these are? Chicken nuggets. How much would 10 of these cost from Burger King? $5. These are $1.49 for 10.
10 chicken nuggets for $1.49? Only at Burger King.
You look shocked.
The Simpsons serves up all new comedy. Tonight, only on Fox.
12:13 to play from Seattle, a 2020 game. The Cowboys and the Seahawks. And on first down from the 11, DeMarco Murray up to the 14. Not a bad day for three Super Bowl winning quarterbacks early games. Joe Flacco in a blowout of Tampa Bay. Tom Brady back-to-back outstanding games. And how about Aaron Rodgers? You had your eye on that one.
That was an impressive drive to go down the field. No timeouts. Hits Andrew Corliss and wins the game. And there's the reason why those players make the kind of money they do to deliver in the clutch, and Aaron Rodgers does it time after time.
They told everybody in Green Bay to relax a little bit.
I had to tell you that before the game today.
Right on the money, Romo, and there's a flag.
Holding, number 65 offense. Half the distance to the goal, repeat second down.
Romo took a big hit. The holding against Ronald Leary, the left guard, negates the first down.
Now they get him for the hold. At the end of that play, Romo gets pushed. Cliff Averill, but Ron Leary right here at left guard. He's the one that they called, and right at the end of that play, you see that he got Mabane and eliminated a pretty nice play there to start this drive. Richard Sherman again on Dez Bryant.
And that's where they're looking. Two got tangled up at the 30-yard line. It'll bring up a third down and 16.
Well, this will be interesting now. Of course, 3rd and 16. Not a real favorable position for the Dallas Cowboys to convert 3rd and long, but Seattle has been much better on this down in the second half. They could not get off the field in the first half. Here in the second half, Seattle 1 of 4, or excuse me, the Cowboys 1 of 4 on 3rd down.
Romo looking for Bryant, and once more in coverage at Sherman. And after the big penalty, the Cowboys are forced to punt.
Yeah, so the big penalty there on Ronald Leary when it looked like they were going to be able to get something going offensively on the completion to Dwayne Harris, and Seattle able to force a punt. They should get outstanding field position to start this next drive.
Brian Walters stands back in midfield as Jones punts out of the end zone. Very short punt. Great field position indeed at the Dallas 42. Tonight it'll be game 2 of the National League Championship Series. The San Francisco Giants, winners of 2 of the last 4 World Series, trying to go up 2-0 over the Cardinals from Busch Stadium. That's right after football, only on Fox Sports 1. Giants 7 straight postseason road wins. Of course, the Giants and Cardinals getting together frequently in the postseason. Willson and Doug Baldwin apparently having, I don't know if it's having words or not, but that's a one-way conversation.
Well, Baldwin's a great competitor, and he's frustrated just like all these offensive players are, the way that they've not been able to move the football.
Willson tiptoes out of the sack, and the ball is incomplete. Nearly able to pull it in is Luke Willson.
Well, Luke Wilson's getting his opportunity because of Zach Miller being down, but you see Kyle Wilber, he's running pretty good. Luke Willson is a guy that runs 4.5. I mean, he can move down the field. Kyle Wilber, a ball that's just a little bit underthrown. Kyle Wilber able to make up the difference.
You can read Pete Carroll's lips. He says that's so bad. He thought that should have been a penalty called on Wilber. Looked like he made contact with Wilson's face mask just as the ball was about to arrive. Lynch grinding out yardage to the 37.
I don't know, you take a look at the end of that play, and it looked like there might have been hands to the face mask. I don't know that anything should have been called on the play, though.
So a 3rd down. Hauschka does not have the big leg like Bailey. And Lynch very close to a 1st down. Needed to get to the 32.
Well, it would have been interesting to see what Pete Carroll elected to do if they had not gotten much out of that play. But they're able to keep the drive alive. They convert there on 3rd down. Excellent field position. It would have been a real disappointment if they were unable to capitalize, considering where they got the ball to start this possession.
That was only a 35-yard punt by Jones.
He just flip it. Toe.
Wide 90. What? Just not much air today for Marshawn Lynch outside of that 32-yard run.
This group has been tough, and you know, Rod Marinelli coming into the season, everybody talked about this defense and how they were going to be a liability for this football team, and I do think the running game offensively has helped them. But this guy right here, Rod Marinelli, has done an unbelievable job of getting this group to come out and play hard, and today they have won the line of scrimmage.
Second down, blitz coming, and Willson just throws it away, and is it intercepted? That is Justin Durant, and they're saying the ball hit the ground before he caught it. Very close.
Well, Russell Wilson's been running around all afternoon trying to find somebody to get the ball to. Let's take a look and see if it hits the ground. I didn't see anything hit there.
Third down and 9. What a defensive play right there by Brandon Carr.
Tell you what, Brandon Carr, you see Kearse in the slot. They're trying to run vertical. If he just runs away from Carr to the middle of the field, you got a chance with nobody there to make a play. But no matter what Seattle has tried to do to free up these receivers, Dallas has been plastered on them throughout this game.
The season long for Hauschka's 43. This will be from 48 to give him a lead. And it is good. Plenty of leg there from Hauschka.
This is their final word in college right now,
There they are. Hey. Clustered around power outlets, near the recycling bins. Did you jiggle it? Stained carpeting and bathrooms. Tethered to the wall.
Oh, come on.
Denied the freedom to enjoy even the most basic things. Like grabbing a drink, or sharing a laugh with your coworkers, or sitting with someone you know.
Says the new iPhone's coming out soon.
Hope it has a better battery.
Totally.
You're stuck here until your battery says so.
Really?
After all that time.
I gotta plug in. You come in? Actually, I'm okay.
Are you changing your battery?
Yep.
Is that the new Samsung?
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Don't be a wall hugger.
Sorry.
Get ultra power saving mode and interchangeable battery on the Samsung Galaxy S5. The next big thing is here.
Hey, look, it's the State Farm guy. You pumped up our wallets with the discount double checking, so we want to pump you out.
Sorry, what?
Pull us, you flapping loser! You'll thank us later.
Pump up your savings with a discount double check. State Farm.
When you play Monopoly at McDonald's, you're playing for more than $1 million. You're playing for greatness. Play Monopoly at McDonald's for your shot at millions of prizes.
Let's play this game.
The game you love is back.
I've got the world's biggest NFL video library personalized just for me.
And it goes with me from this screen to that screen.
NFL Now. Download it today.
Today's game is sponsored by the new Samsung Galaxy S5. The next big thing is here.
Who can forget the divisional playoffs back in 2006? Tony Romo could not handle the snap on a 19-year-old field goal try to tackle made by Jordan Babineau. And the Cowboys lost by 1, and look who raised the flag for the 12th man today. Jordan Babineau. Do a little work on, looks like the left leg of Tony Romo. Harris will take a knee. We have 8:16 left to play. Seattle with a 3-point advantage.
Well, here's the hit that Romo had on that last possession. Well, it doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you, when you've had back surgery and now him having had his second in a year, those kinds of hits, when you're not prepared for them, of course that was the hit that he got injured on there in the first quarter, they take a toll.
Not really been under a ton of pressure today. Nowhere near the amount of pressure that Willson has been under by the Dallas defense. Murray able to dodge a tackle, and on a safe throw, first down, picks up 5. Much has been made of Tony Romo and some of the interceptions many of you remember late in games, but the bottom line is when you look up the numbers in the career of Romo, in the fourth quarter, he has thrown 70 touchdowns against 27 interceptions. Not much here for DeMarco Murray, so here we go on a 3rd down and 5.
We'll see what Dallas is able to do here on 3rd down. I talked about it. They haven't been nearly as good here in the second half. Seattle has been able to force Dallas to punt, and you wonder, just how many more opportunities is Dallas going to get if they don't keep the ball in this possession.
coverage by Sherman. And Dez Bryant goes up to get it, and that's a first down.
Yeah, Romo knows that these are the types of balls that Dez Bryant wants to be able to make a play on. So tight coverage by Richard Sherman, but give him one up high where he can go up and make a play when Sherman's not prepared to make a play on the ball. That's a great job between Romo and Bryant converting that to keep this drive going.
It's a gain of 17. Will be holding against Dallas.
Number 72 offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
They had the big penalty on the last drive, you may remember, on the left guard Leary, and now this one on the center out of Wisconsin, the #1 pick, Travis Frederick.
Yeah, and Travis Frederick cannot be too happy about this. He's right in the middle of the screen, and he's holding Brandon Mebane. But Mebane was not even going to be able to get there to make a play on that ball, so really had no bearing on the outcome of the play, but it cost Dallas dearly. Now faced with 1st and 20.
Under 6 to go. Sherman, that's a nice play. Taking down Murray in the open field.
They're starting to get that inside pressure now on Tony Romo, and that has always been the key in affecting a quarterback who's capable of picking you apart. You got to get bodies in his face, and the pocket has been getting pushed a little bit more here in this second half on Romo.
Again, trying to find Bryant. And it's incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down and 20.
Boy, that's a throw you see so many times. They are very effective throwing that down in the red zone for touchdowns, and just unable to get on the same page as to where Dez Bryant was coming out of that break.
Very good 3rd down numbers today for Romo. He needs to add to it right here and right now to keep this drive alive. We're under 5 minutes to go. Romo still on his feet. Lost it for Witten. Williams comes in behind him, and that is a catch. What a reception by Williams, who seemingly came out of nowhere.
Well, let's first look at the end of this, see if he's able to get his feet in. He does. That's an outstanding job by Williams, keeping his feet in play. But how about Tony Romo keeping the play alive in the pocket?
And a challenge comes from, was it a challenge or a timeout? Yep, there's a challenge flag by Pete Carroll. Is it a catch? It looked good from that angle. This is a huge call when we come back.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
Okay, just enter your password and check out.
But can Kaloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Visa Checkout and Pizza Hut are ready to dish up 1 million free pizzas. Get yours now at pizzahut.com.
Trade in your old iPhone and get a new iPhone free at Verizon.
Did you say something, Paul?
Huh? No.
Can I round our trip? I love our trips.
Oh, me too. But no, I'm good. I know where I'm headed.
How about music?
I don't really feel it.
What a fun drive. We always have so much fun. Remember that one time we...
Sure, you loved your old iPhone, but you'll love your free new iPhone you traded for even more.
Carl,
You can work the weekend, right?
Of course. Whatever you need.
Carl, send me that link.
Okay, Gary.
Yes! That's not on my script.
A few more years, and I'll make Junior partner.
Dramatic music plays as stunning car arrives.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Carl?
Drift down, we can stay. I got a feeling that we'll find those better days. Oh, if you take me there.
The good, the evil, the beginning. Got them all new tomorrow on Fox.
Now the verdict.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a catch. Seattle will be charged their second timeout.
That is a line judge, Mark Perlman, who made this call. That is quite a call in real speed.
Well, that's a great job, and it's a great job by the line judge, Mark Perlman. It's a great job by Tony Romo. This is a defense that just simply does not give up 20-yard pass plays. They're looking at 3rd and 20, and Romo keeps the play alive. Bruce Irvin is running around all over back there trying to corral him. And he throws one on the money, and Terrance Williams lays out beautifully and keeps his feet in bounds. It's a huge conversion to keep this drive, and they don't need much more. And then they're in Dan Bailey's range to tie this thing up.
Of course, Cowboys have bigger hopes than that with 4:45 to go.
Well, that's right, but it sure feels good. Yeah. If you're Tony Romo and you know that the first thing you want to do is get in field goal range. And then after that, you start worrying about trying to win this game with a touchdown.
Only 18 rushing yards in this second half, but a big one by Murray. Inside the 20 and down to the 20-yard line for DeMarco Murray. They had the run game cranked up in the first half, and that's the first big run in the second.
That's a good job by that right side of the offensive line. And you see the hole that's there. Tyler Klutz is leading the way at fullback, and shoot, he's 4 yards downfield before he even has to make contact with anybody, and then DeMarco Murray finishes it off.
Well, it looked like Murray nearly lost that football. Murray wrapped up at the 15. That'll be a gain of 7 on first down, and there's an injured Cowboy. That's a right tackle, Doug Free.
The wait is over. Get the best iPhone ever, the best way ever, from T-Mobile. Introducing the best trade-in value guaranteed. Trade in your old iPhone at T-Mobile and get up to $350. It's the best trade-in value guaranteed. Get the best iPhone ever today at your local T-Mobile store.
I see that you want me.
Visa Checkout is the easy way to pay online.
All set. Just enter your password and check out.
But can Larry Fitzgerald check out and catch passes at the same time?
Incoming.
Hey, Larry, what are you buying?
You buying Luck Eraser?
Nope.
He did it! Order confirmed. 3 Larry Fitzgerald jerseys.
Signed by Larry Fitzgerald.
Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easy way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
This is Alex. We saw him holding Bud Light, which means he's up for whatever happens. So we surprised him with a new Buccaneers-themed living room.
Alex, come and check this out.
Hey, man.
Cool. You like it?
Yeah.
Alex.
Hey, what the
You number one Buck fan?
I am.
I love it. Come with me. Come on, Alex. Look at my backyard. This is crazy.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to fire the cannon.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Doug Free injured on the play.
It was hard to tell exactly what happened. He's at the bottom there when Terrance Smith falls into him, but you see Jason Witten look down, and as soon as he heard whatever Doug Free had to say to him, he immediately was signaling for the trainers to come out and check on him. Now you've got Jeremy Parnell coming in at right tackle.
Free's been a good player for the Cowboys. Left tackle, right tackle. Second down, back to Murray. Cuts it to the inside, and Murray to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
How about that, Tom? They put Jeremy Parnell in there at right tackle, and they run right behind him, and he does a great job. You see him stand up the outside defender, and then Zach Martin, right guard, opens up a lane for DeMarco Murray. That's pretty nice. That's great execution right there by that offensive line, and it just illustrates what they've been doing throughout this game.
Point after now to make it 27-23. And with that carry, DeMarco Murray is continuing his assault on the NFL record books. He has joined Jim Brown as the only two back to the history of the league to start a season with 6 consecutive 100-yard rushing games. And who would have thought that today?
You watch the job that those two guys do right there on this play. Travis Frederick has a tough block. He's got to reach his guy. He pushes him out of the way. DeMarco Murray finds a hole. This is a terrific runner, and now you put this offensive line in front of him, and this is a line, Tom, that is only going to get better. You know, Terrance Smith is locked up for the next 10 years. Travis Frederick, a second-year player, and then Zach Martin. The commitment that the Cowboys have made to this offensive line has been dramatic. It was just a couple years ago. They had a hard time protecting Tony Romo, couldn't run the ball at all. And what they've been able to do this year has been something special.
Murray on that drive that spanned 80 yards had 4 carries for 46 yards. On the heels of the Cowboys only able to run it for 18 yards in this second half.
Well, let's give credit to Tony Romo on 3rd and 20. Just like last week when he's able to keep a play alive and deliver it to Dez Bryant. There's not many quarterbacks in this league that can do what he did.
And Harvin's going to bring it out deep in his own end zone. And that's a second straight return. Harvin has not been able to get back to the 20-yard line. Week 6 continues. Sunday Night Football later tonight. That's a big one on NBC in the NFC East. Tune in tomorrow. Monday Night Football in the NFC West. It'll be the Niners and the Rams. That Eagles-Giants game all of a sudden very important.
Well, this NFC East is really shaping up to be a pretty tough division. Philadelphia with just 1 loss. As you said, the Giants, after 2 losses to start the year, they've won 3 in a row. We talked a lot about the Cowboys coming into this game, win or lose. We were going to find out a lot about them. Now, there's 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in this game, but the Cowboys have shown the league that they're for real.
Set up. Crossing pattern to Kearse, and that is an excellent tackle again in the open field by Scandrick. And they are in hurry-up mode. They need a touchdown. And remember, when they challenged and lost the challenge, they lost their second timeout of this half.
Well, they've got 1 timeout left, and this is the last possession they're going to get.
Kearse can't hang on. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, they've just been unable to make any plays in the passing game. They've had a hard time running the ball. And with Dallas playing a lot of man coverage, Seattle has been unable to exploit the matchups, no matter who it's been.
Russell Wilson with 11 fourth quarter or overtime come from behind wins. Since he took over as a starter, that's time for most in the NFL. Incomplete. And now with 2:40 to go. And only 1 timeout left. Of course, you have the 2-minute warning as well. It looks like Pete Carroll has already made his decision. He's going for it on 4th and 6.
Well, with one timeout, he has no decision. He gets the benefit of the 2-minute warning, but he's got to go for it here. This is the ball game. Russell Wilson had a chance if he puts his feet in the ground and delivers a strike. Instead, he was drifting and just not a good throw.
They need to get to the 29. And they'll burn their final timeout.
The previous play that I was talking about is you're going to see Russell Wilson. There is a little bit of pressure, but he's got a crossing route versus man coverage, and he's got a chance. If he's able to put this one on him, they've got a chance in order to complete that pass and keep this drive going instead of facing a 4th down, and just unable to make plays really throughout this game.
Well, whether they win or lose, the turnaround in this Cowboy defense has been extraordinary. They were the worst, or among the worst, in all the NFL. They were the worst in Cowboys history last year. There's no debate about that.
Well, don't tell them that, because with each week they've gained confidence. You can only imagine how confident this team's going to be coming out of here today.
Of course, we still have this 4th down and 6 to keep their drive and hopes alive. 4-man rush. Willson throws, and they turn it over on downs. Crowd wanted a flag that doesn't come. And the Cowboys will take over with 2:35. This game's not over yet.
They got the look that they took advantage of there in the first half. There you got Luke Willson coming off the ball. Clearly could have been a call there on Barry Church. But Russell Wilson is trying to throw this ball out to the boundary. There was definite contact at the top of that route, but the official doesn't make the call.
They're trying to get Skandrick out of there before he gets a taunting penalty. Murray will dive ahead, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A penalty flag down, I beg your pardon. That was in amongst that big crowd.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, number 99 defense. 5-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. First down.
It's Tony McDaniel. And they'll move it down to the 18-yard line. Up to your screen right there, just knocked Parnell's helmet off.
Well, hey, Tom, we talked coming into this game that this was going to be a big test for this offensive line going up against the league's #1 run defense. And the Cowboys in this game ran the ball about as well as they could have expected to run it.
But this was a play, Troy, you referred to on that 3rd and 20.
Yeah, that really was the play of the game. There were a number of things that happened throughout this game, but looking at 3rd and 20 against this defense, you know, the Legion of Boom. And granted, Byron Maxwell went out early in this game, and as we saw, Richard Sherman, he's been covering Dez Bryant. But that was just a big-time play by the quarterback and Terrance Williams.
2 minutes away from a huge road win for the Dallas Cowboys.
Today's game is sponsored by Subway Restaurants. Hurry in for the $5 football meatball marinara. Subway, eat fresh.
Meatball lovers rejoice at Subway, where the Mondulicious Meatball Marinara is now a famous $5 footlong. Bursting with Italian seasonings and our signature marinara sauce, it's a $5 footlong all October long. $5 footlong. Subway, eat fresh. There's a new fully loaded $3 6-inch select at Subway this October, and it's the Black Forest Ham and Cheese. Enjoy lean sliced ham with a hint of sweetness for half a foot of protein-packed bliss. All yours all month for only $3. Subway, eat fresh.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Time when truck guys can depend on great offers on the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Chevy Silverado. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. It's Truck Month. Trade up to this Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for a total value of $8,500. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way. Nice.
Now get 10 to 25% off all major appliances $3.99 and above.
The new 2015 Chevy Silverado and the NFL bring you the Silverado most dependable players of the day. Behind a pair of touchdown passes from quarterback Cam Newton to tight end Greg Olsen, and a defense led by Luke Kuechly that racked up 4 sacks and 4 turnovers, the Panthers overcame a 14-point deficit last week to beat the Bears. Brought to you by the 2015 Chevy Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road.
27-23. 2 minutes to go. Dallas with a football at the Seattle 16-yard line. A second down and 8. And the Seahawks are out of timeouts. Murray just trying to hold on to that football. Third down coming up. Now, if Seahawks can come up with a stop here and force a field goal, they'll have one more crack at it. Arizona in the NFC West with only 1 loss this year. Likewise for Seattle. 49ers will play tomorrow night. Under a minute 30. Any chance they throw it here, 3rd and 7?
I wouldn't think. They'll run this thing down just as far as they can. Of course, calling timeout here.
Second timeout.
Cowboys are going to call a timeout. You know, this is Jason Garrett's 4th full year, Troy, as head coach after taking over for Wade Phillips. They've had a chance the last couple of years to win their division, to get into the playoffs. They've been unable to do it. For a regular season win, is this as big potentially, if they can hang on, as any they've had so far with Garrett at the helm?
Well, I think they came into this game with house money. You know, I mean, no one expected them to come in and be able to win this game. I think it was a game that really, it was more of an evaluation as to where exactly they stacked up against the defending world champs and one of the game's best. Instead, they come in here and they dominated this game. I mean, if you take the special teams play out of this game was not even close. This defense held Seattle to less than 200 yards of offense. I mean, it was a domination on both sides of the ball, on the line of scrimmage. It is a great win for Jason Garrett and this Cowboys team.
If they can get it. And Murray will be stopped at the 13-yard line. Seattle cannot stop the clock. And again, the only thing that will stop it will be penalties. And that'll be against the Cowboys.
Penalties decline. 4th down.
Starting to say they will decline the penalty. That's a big penalty right there. Otherwise, they could have burned it down to about 38 seconds left in the game before they attempted a field goal.
Yeah, and so now they will, you know, Seattle will get another opportunity. I say a great win. It's a great win if they're able to hang on to this thing. But, you know, Seattle is going to get another opportunity to see what they can do.
We've seen this a couple of times today. 2 guys going at it, 2 great competitors.
Well, there's no doubt. Richard Sherman, he has not been shy about criticizing some of the game's elite receivers. That wasn't the case this week. No. There was a mutual admiration party going on between those 2.
31-yard field goal try by Bailey. And and that gives the Cowboys a 7-point lead with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. So it looked like on that 4th down and 6 incompletion that we would not see Russell Wilson take a snap in a meaningful situation again today. Not so fast.
Well, as you said, I mean, a big time penalty certainly kept from taking more time off this clock, and no timeouts, but with 1 minute and 9 seconds. You know, they haven't been able to get the ball down the field throughout this game, but things change when you get to this situation of a ball game for a defense. I mean, one big play all of a sudden gives Seattle an opportunity to start trying to get the ball into the end zone with opportunities to win.
And of course you start with the most dangerous kickoff return man in the league. Not historically, that is Devin Hester, but currently in Percy Harvin. He's run back 5 in his career for touchdowns.
I'd be real nervous about giving him a chance.
And he'll have a chance. Harvin. Wow, this Cowboy kickoff coverage team has been spectacular here today. That's Joseph Randle. That's a 3rd kick in a row. Very close to a face mask penalty there. That's a 3rd kickoff return in a row where Harvin has not reached the 20-yard line. .105 left to play. The Dallas Cowboys with a 30-23 lead over Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Seattle out of timeouts. Completion up to the 24-yard line to Willson, but that clock continues to run under a minute.
Well, remember, Dallas wanting not to give up the big play. They'll play zone coverage, and that's not what they're best at doing. Been playing man throughout this game.
Willson looking down the field, and it is intercepted by Rolando McClain. And the Dallas Cowboys have come to Seattle, where the Seahawks have lost just 1 time in their last 20 games, and they have shocked the Super Bowl champions today.
Well, it's probably fitting that Rolando McClain is the one that makes the play that ends this game. They're playing zone coverage, and Rolando McClain is looking back at Russell Wilson as he's carrying Luke Willson down the middle of the field. A lot of times a linebacker has his back to the quarterback. You can fit one in, but McClain knew what was coming. Russell just trying to get the ball down the field, and he comes up with another big play, and he's been making plays throughout this season.
This will be the first win for Dallas here in Seattle since 2004. And barring a bad exchange on this snap, the Cowboys, for the first time since 2007, will begin a year at 5-1. Talking about a defense that gave up 27 points a game last year. They allowed 4 different quarterbacks to throw over 400 yards in a game. And here today, you pointed out, Troy Aikman, they dominated this football game.
Yeah, this game was not as close as the score would appear. Dallas just played beautifully offensively and defensively, controlled the line of scrimmage. It's a great win for this franchise. That's going to be a fun plane ride back to Dallas for the Cowboys.
DeMarco Murray over 100 yards. Tony Romo will celebrate with a win in Seattle.
The Simpsons serves up comedy the way you like it.
I'm working the drive-thru. No, thank you.
All new tonight, only on Fox.
Bringing you the best for a healthy living. The Dr. Hauschka. He's bringing healthy back.
transform your life.
Weekdays at 2 on WDRB.
I'm Allison Lundergan Grimes, and I approve this message.
I worked for General and Continental Tire for 38 years. Then they moved all the jobs to Mexico and Brazil. Over 1,000 of us lost our jobs. A lot of families were hurt. But we got no help at all from Mitch McConnell. Just sent us a form letter. Mitch voted 3 times for tax loopholes that make it easy to ship jobs overseas. Why should we lose our jobs and Mitch McConnell keep his?
The sights, the thrills, the experience. Vegas is waiting. Are you playing? The Las Vegas Game Show Experience scratch-off ticket is back from the Kentucky Lottery. Win up to $40,000 instantly or enter the Second Chance Vegas Trip drawing. Trip winners will play the Las Vegas Game Show Experience stage game based on 6 famous game shows and play for a chance to win up to $1 million. The Las Vegas Game Show Experience from the Kentucky Lottery. Play today.
Domino's stat tracker. 115 yards, 6 consecutive games to start this season, tying Jim Brown's NFL record by DeMarco Murray. And when Romo had to make the throws, he made them. All right, we're going to take you to the conclusion. A tight one in Phoenix. The Cardinals and the Redskins. For Troy Aikman and our entire crew. Marissa Thompson, I'm Tom Brenneman. We send you for bonus coverage to Phoenix.
We like to welcome our new